legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals. Here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This goes out wide for Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Got a man open. It's Chase. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Mixon with a first down carry. Broken tackle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Mixon. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. A carry here for Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A handoff to Mixon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. It's now 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It got his man complete. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard, where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They find some open field here. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. 66 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back to throw.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Here's Jackson.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And some room to work. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 79 yards. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That
got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bengals 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Hunt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Bengals 10.
This game is so weak. I can't even make adjustments.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will
This dude's hot garbage. Let's go. Be smart.
This will be returned from
all right, here we go.
in the end zone.
He comes 3, what's he in? He rushes. Okay, spread him out.
Will begin at the
I'm being like prevent. Let me just get a quick.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down to Mixon on the check down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Street. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. 60 Bobcat.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jackson going to run again, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Brings up second and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Mixon with a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 119 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run with Mixon. Stop shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll lead here to a third down. This is Hunt. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. They'll run with Mixon. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. That catch good for only a couple. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Jackson to throw. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on second down. Jackson. He completes it to Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bengals 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. This is Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And I think the ball's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Real quick.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They go play action now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead.
Ravens 42, Bengals 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
In your face. Mike, six. Mike. Heavy on the edges. Hey, check Mike, Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the Bengals on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Dancing away at the 35. And some room to roam now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 49, Bengals 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Just like that. Just like that.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The 71 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Ridley here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are